Howdy Aries, how are you doing today, darling? Let's get into your weekly or monthly tarot reading, actually, Aries, for October. See what's going to be happening, what predictions we can be making this month for you, all right? I do weekly tarot readings, which if you check in the top right-hand corner, Aries, you'll see a link to it for my weekly tarot readings. But in this one, in this monthly tarot reading, Aries, we're going to just be covering a general basis of what your general, what your life is going to be looking like, what's going to be progressing in your life. We're going to look at your career, your finances, your relationships, Aries, any important messages your spiritual team wants to know. All right, we're gonna really just freestyle this here, darling. Right, so if you enjoy this tarot reading or you just enjoy my vibe here, Aries, be sure to give this video a like and subscribe. It's free to do and I always appreciate that extra support. But let's begin your tarot reading here, Aries, with the Judgment card coming in here in the back of the deck. All right, this is really impactful energy. All right, what you don't see coming here is spirits taking a very active role in this month for you, Aries. All right, for October. All right, and I feel like there's like because I'm hearing like a bunch of different statements of where it's just like, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I do hear like revenge. Maybe you've been wanting to have some type of karmic debt be paid for someone that, you know, that did any type of wrongdoing, that you feel like there's like some type of revenge necessary. All right, Judgment energy as well is like that sense of where maybe you've been asking your spiritual team, your ancestors, your guides, Aries, of where it's like you've been asking for their help or their assistance when it comes to something in specific in your life here. Be paying attention to signs from your spiritual team at this time, Aries, because with that Judgment card here, their intent is closing off chapters in your life here. Ten of Swords right afterwards. All right, this is a sense of where their intent here is to close off anything that has been a struggle for you. I feel like they're trying to help you get to some type of breakthrough. All right, and so this is really a time for you to set intention, Aries, about what you want your spiritual team to assist you with. Where are you trying to have a breakthrough? Are you trying to have a financial breakthrough, your own personal breakthrough for your mental health? All right, maybe some type of relationship breakthrough. All right, that's really what this month is going to be about for you. It's just like, it's time for you to be honest with yourself, Aries, and like where you need that extra help, because spirit's like, all right, Aries, like we don't have too much time, darling. Figure out what we need to address. So then Sun energy coming in the back of the deck now. So then we can have things looking really positive for you. All right, so very much so this intention of like turning some situation around that was just like you're at your wit's end with. Sun card being the most positive card in the tarot deck, clarity being given to you, abundance. All right, and so whatever the situation is that you feel like you need help on, or maybe you feel as if you need justice, more attention on a specific situation that you feel like justice hasn't fully happened yet. All right, Aries, then ask spirit's help, because you're going to get the manifestations. We have the Three of Wands coming out with the Eight of Pentacles, and then we got this Nine of Cups here. Aries, I want you to take action here. All right, I feel like you've been waiting for like the perfect timing, the perfect moment, Aries, to take action. To, you know, with this Eight of Pentacles, you've been in this research phase for quite a bit of time, right? You have been planning something. You've been like staying up late at night, reading books about trying to get as much detail about a situation as possible before you take action. I don't want to say that you feel like you're waiting for the best case scenario, Aries, because you're clearly more than intelligent to realize that there's no such thing as a best case scenario. But there is this message here with this Three of Wands where spirit's just like, all right, Aries, like, you know, you've been seeing the signs. The Three of Wands is literally seeing these signs. We were just talking about your spiritual team leaving signs and what have you with that Judgment energy. This is a sense of where spirit's just like, all right, when you start seeing your spiritual signs here, you can't ignore them. All right, you can't overanalyze it. You can't continue on saying, Aries, where it's just like, oh, I'm not well versed enough yet. I'm not quite ready. All right, there's something more to learn. The best teacher for you right now, Aries, is just to take action at this time. All right, it's time for you to take action. It's time. This is not you settling, but it's getting the ball going in some facet of your life here. No longer being the spectator of your own life is how I see this type of energy. You might be afraid of how things, like you being too overwhelmed, right? Maybe you're waiting for like your schedule to clear up, or maybe you're just concerned about putting too much on your plate here. Spirit's going to, you know, with that Judgment energy from beforehand, Spirit's going to make sure that you're not left alone to manage all this weight here. All right, You're not going to be left high and dry during this time here. So don't overthink things. This is just a time of taking action, Aries. Let's continue on here. Let's start clarifying this here, because it's through the taking action as well. By the way, I don't think I expounded on this. This Nine of Cups is by definition, Aries, a card of a wish being granted for you. All right. So you'd be very pleasantly surprised by what happens should you take action and just finally listen to the signs that you've been seeing consistently. We have the Five of Cups coming in here, and then the Six of Swords with the World card. Perhaps you haven't wanted to take action because like the next step that you have to take action in is something that's just into like a different situation. For example, Aries, maybe you realize that your life still has to continue on, but with having to like leave something in the past there, right? The World card is the final card in the major arcana, and then it resets back to the Fool's story, beginning all over again. And you know, with the Fool, they're only carrying like a small knapsack with them, and so the Fool has to leave some things behind. Unfortunately, I see you not really wanting to accept that. All right, this is a time. I'm not going to sit here and tell you just like this is a time, you know, see this as a blessing, see this as God's redirection and just something more abundant, because right now I can tell that it just sucks. Right? You know, that it's just like a humbling feeling to realize, being like, all right, like I got to continue moving forward in a different way here. You know, there's nothing I can do to fix this other situation here. All right. And so you're seeing these signs of where you just have to continue moving forward, accepting that certain things have to be left in the past, or things are not going to continue being the same way that they've always been. All right. If you really are wanting to make this work out, Aries, that's how I see this as for you. So let's continue on now, Aries, for your social life. See what's going to be manifesting in your social life this month. We could be tapping into a future, past, or present relationship. All right, romantic, platonic, business, family, darling, ex. I'm not here to put the labels on it. We're just going to be tapping into your social life for October, Aries. All right, see what's going to be happening in your relationships. Let's begin here. I already have 3 cards that fell out. We have here the Empress, the Eight of Cups here, and then the Chariot card coming forward to you. What's in the back of the deck here, Aries? I forgot to look. Temperance energy. Okay. So in your social life, Aries, I feel like you've been a little bit too patient with certain people in your life, too patient with people's attitude towards you or behavior, whatever the case is. I feel like there's come a point in time where you had to put your foot down and be like, nah, like somebody needs to start treating you right. Certain people need to start respecting you, because I see you directing certain relationships being like, all right, to the left, darling. Well, this is not my left. This is my left over here. But I see you telling people like to the left, everything you own in the box to the left, darling. All right, because you have the Chariot energy coming in for you. All right, as life continues progressing for you, Aries, in October. I see the stuff of where it's like you're quickly realizing that you just do not have the time and energy to manage certain people's BS that you had to deal with beforehand, because it's just like, I do see this in a sense of where it's just like, because I do feel as if you're going to be having some pretty solid blessings coming in. We'll expound on it later on, but it's like, as things start picking up in your life in October, you're just like, you're seeing people and you're just like, you know, I just don't have time for you anymore. And you have to leave, right? I feel like that's that sense where you just are giving up on somebody because you've been way too patient. And as life starts picking up, you're realizing it's just like, all right, like, I guess this is a time where you, Aries, are outgrowing somebody. Yeah. 9 of Swords coming in here. Feels as if for you, certain relationships in your life, you know, like the first quote that came to mind is just like, don't go to bed angry at one another. Right. And so what I see in this situation here, Aries, where it's just like I feel like you've been trying to have certain relationships, like trying to figure things out. You know, you don't like having things lingering over your head here, right? And I feel like there's certain people that likes to milk it for attention, right? 7 of Wands as well. I feel like this comes in multiple fronts. This might even come off as a way of where Aries, like multiple people have continuously tried it with you. And I feel like multiple people just have you effed up, right? I feel as if people have gotten way too comfortable, Aries, with disrespecting you because you've been way too patient. All right. So I feel like you know, the scenario that comes to mind next is like in National Geographic when a lion and a cub, like a cub keeps on poking the lion, or like a gorilla and a small chimp keep on, like the chimps keeps her baby gorilla keeps on harassing the adult one, then something ends up happening, right? Four of Pentacles. I feel as if, yeah, I feel for you, Aries, like this is what happens here. All right, that's what I was trying to express with words, and I kind of poorly did that. I apologize, Aries. But with that Eight of Cups, there's just like, look, you gotta go. You gotta go. I don't have time. I don't have energy here, because Four of Pentacles here, this could be you working on your own crafts, on your own projects or whatever. There's something that's going to be requiring all of your attention here, Aries, that I feel like you want it to take your energy. Like you're gonna have so much else that's busy going on that's just, that's like the main message I hear, is just like you just don't have the time, you don't have the energy to entertain the types of people that you used to entertain, that are just really way too much drama for you, Aries. All right, so that's what I see on that. Let's begin now, Aries. See if there's any other final tarot messages that we need to flesh out for you for October. Overall, I want to actually see, what is it that you are going to be working on, Aries? All right, what are you actually going to be working on? Like what? Because I consistently see it's like this sense of like you're going to be kept busy, you're going to have some blessings coming in, but like what are they? Three of Wands popping out once again. So the only time that the blessings are going to be happening in your life, Aries, is if you choose to take action. All right, the Three of Wands coming out twice for you, Aries. All right, twice for you, really pushing you in the sense where it's just like you're seeing the signs, you're seeing the direction of things, right? But for whatever the reason is, you keep on saying that you're not ready, or whatever your reasonings are. You have your own personal reasons to things, but it's like you're only going to be as busy as you allow yourself to be, Aries. All right, Three of Pentacles. All right, this could be a time of collaboration for you. Maybe you're seeing a sign of, yeah, might be, I see for some of you, Aries, it's a time of where working together with other people. Maybe you're deciding on like moving in with somebody. This is a very specific message, moving in with somebody. I do see some type of partnership here, right? The sense of where you are committing along with somebody else into doing something. I feel like you'd be really successful. All right, Six of Wands, my favorite card in the minor arcana, success, public recognition here. All right, especially for those that are trying to do collaboration, working together with other people here. I feel like it would be received really well. It would be extremely popular. Aries is the first thing. All right, you have the Eight of Cups once again popping up in the back of the deck here. I'm not going to sugarcoat this, Aries. I feel like this is going to be a very bittersweet month for you, of where you have realized who you've outgrown. Like you're celebrating in a lot of good things in your life, but it's also bittersweet because it's like you're realizing you're quickly outgrowing certain people, right? Yeah, Five of Swords. I feel like you're outgrowing people that have caused a lot of drama in your life. Very much so, like in this place of where you never knew where you stood with them, or I even get like this message, Aries, where you're just like, I don't even know if you even like me, like, which is kind of sad to even think about. But that's how I see this energy as, is this sense of where your life becomes so busy with doing things in October that you just have such little interest, Aries, in terms of like entertaining people that are just not adding value. Eight of Wands coming in again. I do see some travel for some of you. This could just be the sense of traveling in relationships here. And then again, let's talk about the message of the quick success. Nine of Wands and the King of Swords. Perhaps, especially if there's something that requires you using your voice, Aries, I feel like that's going to really be positive for you, especially because we had that Six of Wands earlier for you. So definitely if there's any type of public speaking, or just like your word just reaches people. All right. And so with that Nine of Wands, Eight of Wands energy here, maybe there's something that you could apply using your voice in more, and that would lead to quick or faster success here. Or maybe I also get the sense of like this is time for you to put your hat in some type of ring, Aries. All right, it's time for you to sign up to some type of competition or something. I don't know, a little bit all over the place, but that's kind of representative of your life right now, Aries, where it's just like you're going to have a lot of things all over the place, Seven of Swords energy, to be managing, that you just don't have time for the BS and drama from people anymore. So overall, really positive here, Aries. Hopefully you enjoy this tarot reading today, and I hope I can see your beautiful face, darling, in one of my weekly tarot readings for you. Love you so much, Aries. Bye.